Oxford Ed Dictionary of the Bible by W. R. F. Browning. Son of Man, a common phrase used on the lips of Jesus frequently in all the Gospels, but not elsewhere in the New Testament, except Acts chapter 7 verse 56 and Revelation chapter 1 verse 13. In Greek, a curious translation of the Aramaic bar nasha equals in Hebrew ben Adam. In the Old Testament it is the form of address by God to the prophet Ezekiel, but translated by the noun, mortal, in New Revised Standard Version. And in Psalm chapter 8 it is used of mankind in general as preeminent in the created order. In Daniel chapter 7 verse 13 folio, the phrase symbolically represents the people of Israel, contrasted with the beasts who stand for the Gentile nations. Later, in the similitudes of Enoch, the Son of Man is a supernatural figure, the agent of salvation and of judgment. In the course of the many discussions of this term, it has been suggested that Jesus was not referring to himself at all by this title and that it was attributed to him by the post-resurrection church. However, the lack of its use outside the Gospels suggests that it was avoided because it was regarded as sacred to the utterances of Jesus himself. Other scholars have distinguished those sayings which refer to Jesus' present life and imminent death from the sayings which anticipate the future kingdom and the place of the Son of Man in it. Most German scholars take the view that Son of Man could only have the latter, apocalyptic, significance. It was part of Jesus' expectations of the future. Sayings which do not fall into this category are creations of the Church. Yet another view, increasingly accepted, is that Jesus did use the term and did mean himself by it, but that it was an elusive, roundabout, deliberately enigmatic way of referring to his mission of saying, "I, being the man I am." Matthew certainly intends "Son of Man" to mean Jesus, for he sometimes substitutes "I" for "Son of Man." Matthew chapter 10 verse 32 for Mark chapter 8 verse 38. For him, it is a title of special dignity. Jesus is no ordinary man. Matthew chapter 16 verse 13. And when the passion is complete, from now, Matthew chapter 26 verse 64, the Son of Man will be enthroned. Such a view maintains the authenticity of the present sayings, while allowing that the apocalyptic sayings of Jesus affirming the future glorification of the Son of Man may be creations of the Church as part of mainstream Christian interpretation. But it was not used liturgically as one of the titles of Jesus because in the life of the post-resurrection Church, it was no longer adequate to express its belief.